Okay, so this is Pathologic. It's another horror game, I believe. It has kind of elements of, to me at least, elements of like Silent Hill, and it's got a kind of a slight Lovecraft vibe to it. So I believe it uses something like the Unreal Engine. So again, it's a first-person, view, kind of an FPS, except it's not. I don't think it's a shooter, but it does have that perspective and some of the mechanics of that. So let's check it out.
Allow me to remind you that an epidemic of unknown origin has already eradicated a few genuinely distinctive towns in the northern part of the country. The cause and circumstances of these tragic events remain uncertain. There is a lot that we cannot explain yet. It appears as though the plague has a mind of its own, as if it is driven by some irrepressible will. Why else has no one managed to fight it successfully? Why does it target the most precious aspects of our existence? The sand plague picks its victims fastidiously, and the same principle always draws it back to whoever tries to oppose it. Surprisingly, we've yet to hear a single word from the powers that be.
And incidentally, this is the HD version of the game. So I guess, I don't know if that supposedly means that it's been remastered in terms of the graphics. It is a somewhat older game, but again, like I said, graphics-wise, it's pretty decent. Like I said, I believe it uses the Unreal Engine or something similar. All right, I'm going to go ahead and actually do a new game so we can, get a good sense of the story and the gameplay from the beginning. And apparently, you can choose a few different characters to play the story through as. I'll pick the first one. My understanding is this is considered kind of the easy level, so to speak.
Daniil Dankovsky, a bachelor of medicine, was brought here by circumstances most unfortunate. Dankovsky's life work, his theory challenging the existing notions of human mortality, is being harshly persecuted by the powers that be. Suddenly, a letter arrives from a colleague suggesting that there is previous undiscovered evidence which may support Dankovsky's claims. There is a settlement, the letter says, ruled by an extraordinary man who may well be seen as objective proof of Dankovsky's daring hypothesis. Grasping at straws of hope, Dankovsky decides to follow what he believes to be the sign of divine providence. Without further ado, he sets off for the settlement. Late at night, Bachelor arrives in the town. As he seeks room and board, he gets to know a girl called Eva Yan and stays at her place till dawn.
Okay, so we've got our main mission, or at least our initial mission. As of today, my mission remains obscure. The examination of Simon Kane, who is rumored to be a man of incredible longevity, may shake the very foundations of modern thanatology and challenge the existent notions of death itself. However, even if this, what does it say, underlying Leviathan proves to be more than a fairy tale, the mere confirmation of his existence won't suffice to prevent the powers that be from shutting our laboratory down. I need to figure out the most fruitful approach. Simon is a well-respected man, and if he mistakes my interest for effrontery, it would be nigh impossible to convince him to help me break new ground in the field of human vitality. Whew. Okay, there you go. Okay, day one, by the end of which the Bachelor finds himself battling a truly unvanquishable foe. Okay, so I did turn up the brightness a bit for this game, because at least so far from what I'm seeing, at least on the interior environments so far tend to be somewhat dark. Again, I'm sure that's supposed to contribute to the the atmosphere, but anyway, just for me to be able to kind of see things, it's helpful if I increase the brightness a little bit. So again, the controls, pretty straightforward, typical FPS from what I'm seeing on the deck with these controls, movement and view, camera here. So this looks like some kind of a study maybe, or a bedroom. It's got a desk with all sorts of books and equipment and notes. And it seems like in this game, when there's an object that you can interact with, it will tend to glow. See, that kind of glows there. So I don't know if this is supposed to be some kind of like a microscope. I believe interaction is using the A button. So I don't know what I'm seeing here, but it seemed to bring up also this kind of inventory bar down at the bottom here, which right now I don't believe I have anything to speak of. Oh, looks like maybe those are gloves. Oh wait, there are some things here. I have drugs, rations, whatever other might be. What do we have here? Okay, the pointer is a little sensitive. It's kind of hard to get a... Okay, anyway. Let's see. So if I kind of finish exploring this room here, there's a couple more items that you can interact with. There's the bed that I believe gives you like a little bit of bit of your stats here. Shows the time, day, health, immunity, hunger, exhaustion, infection, and so forth. And I guess you can sleep if you choose to. You can specify how many. I'm assuming this is how many hours. Okay. There's this end table here that looks like you can interact with. There's nothing in there, I guess, right now. Interesting picture here. I believe there's a door right here. You can, head downstairs. A little bit of a spiral staircase. Okay, I think that's the front door, but we have an individual here somewhere that we need to speak with. Okay, there's all sorts of, again, the decor is kind of interesting. Okay, there's really nothing yet to interact with beyond what we've seen upstairs. And there she is. I believe this is Eva. I'm guessing this is her bedroom. So let's see what she has to say.
My lacquer is cracking, see?
Your lacquer is cracking. Okay. Interesting.
I had a feeling you would come.
What's she asking? Did the sounds from the outside wake you up too? There was a terrible groan and then something snapped loudly. I don't know. How should I answer? I fell asleep so quickly I didn't even notice. It's like I fainted. So what sounds are you talking about? I'll choose that. I think there are strangers in the backyard. By the pond, they're unlikely to be planning mischief, but I have a bad feeling about this. I'm afraid to go out to them. I hope they go away soon and stop disturbing our sleep. Well, let's see. I'd like to thank you for your hospitality, for board and bed. I sincerely hope you have everything you need, because I'm very happy to have you here. Daniel, isn't it? Could you, let's see, maybe I'll ask her, how do you know who I am? Glory is the messenger riding ahead of the man, a celebrity from the capital, Bachelor Dankovsky, the founder of Thanatica, the man who challenges death. Of course we've heard about you. Well, the glory is undeserved yet, but I hope that getting to know your ruler will give me a chance to live up to the expectations. Death, so that's the enemy you've chosen for yourself. Isn't it hard? I don't think anyone has managed to defeat that evil yet. Let's see. Millions of doctors defeated it on certain singular occasions, but my enemy is more fearsome. It is death itself rather than a singular case of death. I don't understand. I can barely understand it myself. Could death only seem inevitable to us, but in reality be nothing more than a whim of the will that had shaped this world? That is the question. So, where is the key to my victory? It's not far. The Canes live at the Crucible on Bridge Square, but could I please offer you a piece of advice? Go on. Simon has two younger brothers. The eldest of the two, Georgie, is called the Judge by the locals. Visit him first. He isn't asleep. He'll teach you how to speak with Simon. The youngest of the three is Victor. His daughter, Maria, also wanted to see you. It's probably important. Was it she who knew about my arrival beforehand? Yes, she told me about it privately. Talking to her is no simple task. Maria is that kind of person. She puts on airs, but that's just how the Canes are. It was Maria who told me that she would help you defeat death. That's the precise wording. What a coincidence. All right, thank you for the advice. Go, and I'll prepare everything for your return. Do come back after you speak to the Canes. They will probably do a lot of things that will puzzle you and put you on guard. I will have some advice that may be of help to you if you need it. Okay, I'll come back. Okay, so now we've got this map of, I guess, the village that we're in, or the community. So I think we're here. Stillwater, yeah, Eva Yan. So this is where we are. We're just talking to Eva now, and I think eventually I need to end up over here to talk to this Simon person. Okay, interesting. All right, so let's leave. Let's exit the house and explore a little bit outside. Okay, so we've got an interesting, environment here. I guess it's kind of a Victorian theme as far as the architecture. Okay, we got some weird characters here. What the heck is this? Oh, let's see. Okay, so yeah, like I said, kind of involved. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know if I'm really gonna, pursue playing this that much, but you never know. Okay, again, interesting interesting setting and environment and atmosphere. So we've got, different mechanics for navigating. We got maps. I think this gives me inventory, yeah. Okay, so again, control-wise, the lights went out. Does that mean it's daytime? Okay, and it looks like there might actually even be combat. Okay, I can bring up in this case, my fists. Okay, so it does look like at some point I might need to defend myself. Alright, so anyway, so that's Pathologic. I'm gonna quit. I should probably save. And now quit. Alright, there you go.